I was just walking out of the library and I was listening to Elevation Worship, their song Yahweh. Elevation Worship, if y'all don't know them, please go check them out. Please go listen to their songs. And sorry if I look tired. I am tired. Also, yes. Okay, so their song Yahweh, I freaking love. Like, those lyrics be hitting it. Like, they legit do. One of the things, okay, so in the song, they're talking about, like, how we basically have, like, the power of Christ, the power, the spirit of God within us, like, living within us. And I think, like, a lot of times as Christian, we forget that. But, like, one of my favorite parts of the song, of course, which I'm sure it's a lot of people's, is when they go into, like, the breakdown. The worship songs, they're all set up the same. So you have, like, the verses, the chorus, and then there goes into the bridge. And so the bridge, it says, "He who was and is to come, Yahweh." And it's like, "He who was and is to come is the one who lives in us, the great I am, Yahweh." And I love that. He who was and is to come is the one that lives in us, the great I am, Yahweh. And I don't know what Yahweh means. I think it means, like, just all-powerful God. I need to look it up because I do love the word Yahweh. I think, like, there's something very peaceful about it. But as I was walking and those lyrics were going of, "He who was and is to come is the one who lives in us, the great I am, Yahweh." I can't sing, but I be singing. But I love, like, I honestly, like, I really don't have any shame anymore when it comes to worship music. Like, I just be wanting to, like, just jump around and cry and yell and sing because, like, "He who was and is to come is the one who lives in us." That part, "He who was and is to come." Like, this morning I was reading the Bible. Well, I was reading in Psalm 90, and it was talking about how God is from everlasting to everlasting. And, like, I freaking loved that. Like, he who was, so he was in the past, he was in the beginning, he is the beginning. He who is, and so he is in the present. He who is to come, and he will be there in the future. He is there in the end. And, like, we can fully trust that. Like, it makes me very emotional because, like, I honestly don't know fully why. No, that's a lie. It's like just, it washes over me. And, like, he who was and is to come, he is from everlasting to everlasting. He is God the Father, God the Son, God the Spirit. Like, he is so many things, and he will always be. And, like, the fact that we serve a God that is all powerful, he is all knowing, like, that is ridiculous to me. And, like, as I was listening to that and that was flowing through my earlobes, I looked up into the sky and the moon was so bright. And, like, I love the moon, mostly because I'm all about the underdog. So everybody's all about the sun. And, like, I'm like, dog, the moon is lit. Don't y'all like to say that? Lit. Did I use it right? I be feeling so old sometimes. Like, I don't be knowing, like, the new lingo and stuff. But, like legit, the moon is like my favorite because, and as I was thinking about it, I'm like, why do I like the moon so much? And it's not just because it's the underdog. It's because like the moon is calming. And like as I was looking up into the sky and like those lyrics were flowing through my brain of he who was and is to come is the one that lives in us, the great I am. And like I just saw the beautiful moon, like so big and so bright, and like the clouds surrounding it, and like it felt like God, you know. And I'm not trying to be like, oh no, like I know some of y'all are kind of scared of nature, but when I look at nature I see the Lord. That's it. And so like when I be seeing certain things or feel certain things, I feel like that's him like showing me his love. And so like when I looked up and saw the moon, it just was like, and as I'm sitting here just thinking like, I think that is so beautiful. And like I can't even imagine what the face of God looks like. Because I can't even handle the moon. How am I going to handle the face of my creator? That's mad dope, dog. But like, yeah, so I just want to make this video to encourage anybody that feels lost or feels like kind of, you know, blah in their relationship with God. Like, I just want to encourage you to go back to the basics. Because I think like we get so wrapped up, especially if you serve on, you know, in ministry and like you go to a Christian school or whatever, like I think we get so wrapped up in the, you know, complicated stuff of Christianity that we forget the basics. We forget that foundation of like God is the great I am. He can do all things. He will do all things. And like, so I just want to encourage anybody that is feeling kind of like down or feeling like blah. I just want to encourage you to go and sit and try and hear from him and just remember who he is at his base of being yesterday, today, and tomorrow. Like he will always be. He is from everlasting to everlasting. Like I truly love that. I freaking love it. And like I just, yeah, so I just had to share all that because like God be killing me these days, dog. Like I'm like, how did I spend so many years of like pushing him away or not wanting to experience him in this way? Like what the heck was I thinking? Because let me tell you something. This is insane. It's freaking insane. Like he blows me away all the time and like I'm just so in love with him. I'm so in love with you, Jesus.